All right, hello, my name is Niccole Thomas. I am in EDUD 6356 today. Well, this evening, I'm going to attempt to navigate SPSS and do some data entry. Also, I'm recording myself performing the analysis while explaining my decisions, my interpretations, and the process. I'm not proficient in this, but I am continually practicing and trying. Been having some technical difficulties. Oh my goodness. But I am here to at least show what I know. All right, so I'm going to start by sharing the screen. And we're using K-12 data sets. All right, so I attempted to clean up the file. I know that it is better to try to clean up the file in Excel because it is harder in SPSS to do so. So I attempted to just declutter some things. I had some string values or some string data in the attendance rate. So I did the process to convert these to values because it was showing up as text. All right, I want to continue to look through the file for any variables that need converting. If it's showing up as text, then we need to convert it and assign it values. Okay, so anything that shows up, any variable that has no, yes, we want to immediately change these. And so, doing so, I want to look at the ELL status. All right, and I'm going to find and select, I'm going to replace. Anything that has no, we want to use no first and give it a true value of 0. I apologize for any sounds that you hear on screen. My children are here. Place that no is already replaced. And I did having some struggles with this. I, instead of copying and pasting, I typed in no. And so the value, it would not compute. And when I did the troubleshooting, I looked at the document for troubleshooting. It told me that able to check the spacing, the spaces within it. And that's what it was. Okay. So trial and error. All right, moving on to spare status. We want to do the same things, and I'll continue to find and replace. I'm going to give no true value of 0, making sure that I use the code book, and I'm using the palette template for the code book. All right, we're done with that. And then let's go to intervention, because intervention, we already did the no, so we want to make sure that I convert the yes to 1 to the value. All right. Looks like we have everything there. Oh, we have some yeses in the spare status, so let's make sure we take care of that. That I saw that. And that's done. So we want to clean this up. We have some empty spaces. We have a lot of zeros. So I'm going to click on this caret, highlight, and I want to sort and filter with a custom sort. And because I've been working on this quite a bit, let's just immediately try attendance rate, because I want to look at the scale values, and I want to do largest to smallest because we want the zeros to all line up. And let's see what it's looking like. So we have some outliers. So going back to the custom sort. So attendance rate wouldn't be good scale value, a good variable to look at, I should say. So, and just a few. So let's try it one more time. Each time it takes me three tries. No, let's look at now. See, is that it? All right, looks like math was the winner. So I'm gonna attempt to clear this content and I'll be right back. All right, so back to our screen. We're sharing. All right, so I've cleared the contents. Math score was what we used, and it was perfect to align all the zeros up. And now let's make sure that we save, and I have already done so. We saved in the CSV extension file. All right, and I'll just go ahead and save that. All right, so now we're ready to import the data into SPSS. As you can see, I've been working with that quite a bit. And so let's go up to File, and we're going to import our data using the CSV. There it is. Size copy, and let's open. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to give it a moment to populate. All right, and it is ready. First line, we're going to remove the spaces. We have variable names on the first line and removing spaces from the string values. Okay. Leave on in there to just go back to data. All right, so I've been working with this quite a bit. Let's see. To the data set. Let's try it again. Let's upload it. Let's import it. Yes, because I want us to go through. See that error window? It frightens me. To see if my screen is still sharing. And there's that black box. So I'm going to stop sharing and take care of this, and I'll come right back. Okay, so we found our screen again. Okay, so we have our data view and our variable view. We're in the data window editor, and we know that the rows are indicators of these are the cases of the participants, the students, and then each column is a variable. So let's go back to the variable view where we can put in the data or input the data. Okay, so let's take a look at the students. ID, school ID, grade level, 14 variables, all right? We want to take these variables and copy them over to the labels because we want them to match so that the output comes out correct, all right? And one of the things that the literature and Dr. Cooper keeps telling us is to make sure that it aligns with APA, okay? So now let's go back to our code book and input values for what we changed over on our file. So let's do SES, labels, and our values. So value of 1 was for low. Make sure that we don't have any errors. 2, medium, so to save time. I tried to do this several times. Each time is over 20 minutes. All right, so we have all of these variables in. ELL status. All right, this is where it was a 0. Right, this is a 1. Okay. Same with SPED status. Values, and making sure this is where the code book comes in handy. It helps keep us from making mistakes or catching the mistakes if they're made. So we have the information there. Serves as documentation. Right, we have this status. Okay, we have them all in. All right, so let's make sure that our measurement, our levels of measurement are correct. Still not doing school, gonna do it. Grade level is gonna be ordinal. It's a nominal. SES status is gonna be ordinal. Our skill, which is the continuous values for attendance, reading, math scores. And they're correct. Did I have anything in its proper place? Make sure. And grade level. We do have grade level is ordinal. This is our academic quarter. All right. Okay, I think everything is lined up. So let's go ahead and save our data. Save as 12. Because I've been working on this quite a while. 35 students. And let's put a date on it. Okay. And then I always like to add what it is that I'm working on. All right, it is saved in the .sav extension file. And this is where it contains all the data with the variables, data view. All of that is encompassed in this, under this file, under this extension. So we're gonna save it. Okay, now it's time for us to check the frequency, to check the descriptives. So let's analyze, go to descriptive. We're gonna check the frequencies first to see if our values are working properly. We just wanna make sure that the variables that we chose, or that we converted, they are now showing up as low, medium, high, and not just numbers. Interact. There we go. So checking our frequency. There we go. And we have low, medium, high. So here they're working. We got values are working properly. Frequency right here. So now let's go in and analyze the descriptives as well. As fast as I can. We're grabbing our scale data, scale values. We just put them out. Checking. So we're ensure that no values are over 100, and they're not. All right. So now we need to save this in the SPV format. And this is gonna make sure that all of our output, our tables, our charts, all of those are properly saved. Once I save, I've already saved, so no, I do not want to replace it. And all of it is going to go into my Lamar folder. Right, I go out, start sharing. All of our values are working properly. Thank you for listening. I hope that I've been able to navigate correctly, and I look forward to your feedback. Thank you.